Hi guys, hi my posh fams. Now welcome back to a brand new week of the BachelorAu recap. I am thinking this might be the final week of the series, guys. And if it's not, if it's not the final week, I might jump ship. And do a runner like Tash, CJ, and Co did earlier on in the series. And why do you say married at first sight? As well as Survivor kicks off next week. That's the 30th of January. And these are my favorite go-to shows. I would probably not be running a commentary on Survivor. However, I would try as much as possible to get abreast with Married at First Sight and run a commentary on that. And the most important gist of all that's going to be happening next week is the fact that my baby officially starts school next week. And I am so excited. It's a lot that I have to do days leading up to her first day of school, and I probably will be sharing or documenting that day with you guys. And so, speaking of Tash, she is back. And that's the storyline for today's commentary. She's back. But before we get into that, let's do some gentle housekeeping, guys. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, Posh Farms, subscribe, comment, and like. Thank you for those who've stood by me all this while. I appreciate the support. And for the newbies who are just watching and not sure what they are watching, just subscribe and now you'll find out very soon. Please, thank you. So episode 8, begins from the conclusion from episode 7, with Tash announcing her return back to the show. Producers were trying, to figure out why she came back, giving her very dramatic exit. Now, her response, this is just me trying to give it to you like what I felt she was trying to say and did not say. I miss everything about the show. I miss some more airtime. Sorry. Oh, I miss Jed. At this point, in my opinion, it's all three. She is back for all three. Now, which is more important? The fact that she needs more airtime. That's really much, because you're going to find out why I'm saying this. Jed asked the boys to excuse him, to have a one-on-one with Tash. Immediately, Tash was able to spin had the seat, and poor Jed had no chance. He quickly ran to his mates Thomas and Felix, to seek their advice, and those two were adamant for her to be allowed back into the show. According to them, she's bad news and will make a mess of the dynamics that's on at the mansion currently, which is sort of peaceful, and they didn't want her to cause any more chaos. And after a few back and forths, confused Jed finally made the decision to not, let her back on the show. Tash quickly turned, a little bit, let me say she started begging, which was very shameful. She started begging, trying to get him to, reconsider his decision and have her back on the show for, according to her, just one more day. And you will see that I'm a changed person. Oh my God. I'm like, are you serious? You left on your own free will. Why are you coming back and you're begging? You know what? In the end, Jed put his foot down and said no. And I'm like, good on you, Jed. This time, it's bye, Tash. You're going home. Like, literally, we're done with you. What are you still waiting for? And you could see why, although I said something like, I felt she was here for more airtime. Because through her limo ride back out of the show, we could see her true intentions of coming back. Now, let's watch her walk of shame.
Maybe I should have started Thomas. Would just leave it at that.
As we watch Tash do her walk of shame, it is on to the single dates with Felix and Abigail. Now, Abigail was the girl that got the 11th rose. If you remember how she got that rose, literally Felix had to ring Jed to get his rose to give to Abigail because he'd run out of rose and met the girl that he suddenly, you know, felt was the one. Anyway, the most important part of this date was the fact that she has got fear of ketchup. Now, I'm not like, no judgment on my part, but ketchup, really? Did I also forget to mention that she's a cat lady? Yeah, she is. The date continued on to the batch pad where Felix tried to charm his way with gifts. He gave her a dog coat that now became a cat coat. And I mean, her cat's name is Minnie. She couldn't find a cat coat, so he got a dog one. And a video call to Minnie, the cat, ended up, you know, with Abigail feeling very mushy. And, you know, it got very steamy, you know, at the end of as the night wore off. It got really steamy, as you can see from this photo. Anyway, next on the single date is Jed and Courtney. A studio session was just a perfect date for the two of them, with a few songs writing as well as piano lessons. They appear to be in love heaven. I kid you not. They really connected creatively. It was beautiful to watch. As you can see, it went well for them. Thomas and Leah were sort of up next with some adrenaline rush for their date, which was a boat ride. It kind of brought out a little bit of vulnerability from Leah. So Leah, what Leah shared made them, they bonded over the fact that Leah, you know, has experienced some form of traumatic relationship, or her past relationship sort of damaged her self-esteem. And given the fact that they bonded over that, Thomas sort of revealed, "Oh, I'm falling for you," to which Leah also said, "Oh, really? Okay, I am also falling in love with you." Oh, I was like, okay. Now that the two of you are now falling for each other, we shall see how this ends. Won't we now? So after the single date concluded, the girls who didn't make the cut got the opportunity of having a beach party like / date or whatever with the bachelors. Jed had Angela, Alicia, and Bella. Bella had an issue. She, you know, hasn't kissed or hasn't been kissed by Jed, and she made it an issue. Really, she tried, did everything. When I mean tried, she pucked her lips, all the tactics in the books. She tried it. She went closer, she leaned closer. It was just a little bit embarrassing for me. Nothing worked, because nothing worked. I was just like, what is going on with you? Like, stop. Felix, you know, had Tilly Crystal, who Crystal decided she was going to go into the beach, into the water with Felix. And as soon as they got into the water, she groped him and then wanted a kiss. And Felix was like, "Girl, no, hold up a second. You are now wanting to kiss me when you have been on my neck about not kissing whilst we're in a group. Well, we're in a group setting, so I ain't gonna kiss you. Rather, I'm introducing a peck rule." I'm like, what is this? Well, I don't know. Let's just say Felix is not feeling Crystal anymore and kind of subtly rejected her advances. I really felt bad for Crystal. And for me, I would, if I were Crystal, I'll walk. I would walk, because you're not ending up with him. No way. And just take your L and just go home. But she's not reading the room as far as I'm concerned. So we shall see how this, you know, progresses or ends. Now, Lou, for some reason, she's with Thomas, right? She decided she wants answers because she had not been on any dates, or she hasn't been on any single date. And so she cornered Thomas for some, you know, real talk. The real talk didn't start, or it kind of started off rocky for me, because an argument about how they were going to sit down for this discussion, you know, ensued. And I was like, what is going on here? Guys, pick a struggle. Are you sitting down? Are you standing? Are you lying down? What are you guys doing? Just get to the point. You know, it ended up with Lou like, okay, what's going on? You know, I've been here for as long as I can remember, and you're not exactly saying anything to me or giving me that courtesy of a single date. And Thomas tried with his BS, you know, line of we have a connection, you know. He just tried to BS his way out of the probing, but in the end he said whatever they had going, whatever connection they have, is friendship. Basically, Thomas friend-zoned Lou right away. I guess we, you know, we know who's leaving. I don't need to really go down to the rose ceremony. We can tell you who's leaving. Meanwhile, Bella is still trying to force a kiss out of Jed. Struggle street girl. She is trying. I felt for her. She took a punt and decided, okay, she was gonna ask Jed to kiss her. I'm like, oh no, he is not into you like that, girl. Don't even do that. And after she did, she got the rejection of her life. The writing is on the wall. Bella, I will leave while I still have my wits around me. And seriously, like, I would leave. Going into the rose ceremony, like I said, again, it was an easy one. No surprise, Lou went home. And, you know, that's it for tonight. We will be back for more episode recap. Stay safe and stay focused. Thank you for watching.